Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. Thank you so much for dropping by, for the patience you bring, and for joining me for another exciting session of what could be the last time we're playing Subnautica this year. It might also, not be. So I don't know how much we're getting through it, but I thought, Subnautica is a nice idea. Hey, the Deviant is here. The Camilla is here. Mr. Brian is here. Mr. Brian's made the best picture, or had the AI make the best picture ever, called The Kramer. Brian, if you want to share a link to that wonderful, wonderful picture what the AI came up with there. Yoshi is here. The Nancy is here. Miss Julia, I've seen in the chat. The Nico is here. The Camilla is here. And I believe that is everyone I can see. If I've missed anyone, I do apologize. I'm still half asleep, like many of you as well. I hope you had great fun playing with the Genesis 9 figure. I hope that was cool. I'm glad that you finally have it, but I'm a little concerned why we don't have the head and body morphs just yet. Just checking out the DAZ homepage this morning and see if something has landed. And there's a flash sale on select bundles. That's exciting. Let's check that out. I've spent quite a bit of money yesterday on the store because there were some exciting items that I thought I was going to pick up, and I did. Zevos released growing up for Genesis 9, and he was a total trooper. There were some issues with morphs that PAs had that were automatically being dialed in. And Zevo was like a super trooper. He went onto the forums and literally went and put out patches to fix these things in real time. That was really, really much appreciated. Wonderful, wonderful customer service there. And it was literally in the What's Hot section here yesterday. Growing up. Where is it? I don't remember. It's definitely here somewhere. So it's definitely been released. Anything that's new that we should... Oh yeah, there's like the Halloween items are now coming out. There was an item that I just saw in the newsletter. That looked kind of cool. This one here. The D-Force Big Bad Red Outfit. Let's check that out. From Mesh It Up. Oh, very nice. Don't think I've seen that before. This is what Greta could be wearing in the forest, That is very cool. And this is for Genesis 8, isn't it? Nice colorways. Good stuff. Big bad red riding hood thing. Leather pockets, yeah. Gotta have that knife. Very important. It is, isn't it, Yoshi? Oh my god, no, don't do that. Wonderful idea for a Halloween promo image. That's very cool. Hey, that's a good outfit. 18 bucks, not bad. And it comes in, I suppose... No, I thought it was going to come with as part of a bundle, but I think it doesn't. Very cool. Oh, I see. You have the breakout items, right? So you can have the cape and the skirt and the shoes individually, and the head in a basket individually as well. Interesting. Oh yes, Joe Quick, he released the Toon Kits for Genesis 9. That was also quite interesting. This is, he makes very cool characters. One of them is like a felt puppet. And I think he's made this style of characters before for Genesis 8. And this is now his Genesis 9 kind of series. And you can blend these things in. You don't have to have the 100% stylized version. You can have like a blended in version. Not bad, not bad. Super, super fun. Yeah, so a lot of Genesis 9 items coming out. This reminds me of the guys are essentially in the Stray level and they're dealing with all the evil things. It's very, very cool. I love what PAs do with promo images. It's very, very inspiring. From frightening to disappointing. Comes with eyebrows. Good stuff. That's like how Jay's just showered. Very funny. Very cool. What are your favorite items that you've picked up from Genesis 9? What are your experiences with Genesis 9? Let me know. I've had great fun wandering through the forums and just having a look through what the early renders are that came out. Summer Bikini, this is one of the freebie items that hasn't landed in some people's accounts yet. That and the Voss hair for Genesis 9. Yeah, I've ordered the Victoria, the pre-order bundle, and this should have really been in my account, but it hasn't shown up yet, so the team are still working on it. Yeah, very cool. Voss hair. I had pre-release versions for these, but they should also be in my account, and they haven't quite landed yet. Yeah, I picked up, what did I buy yesterday? I bought a couple of environments by Polish, I believe. That was kind of nice. Polish. There's a hotel type environment. Not this. It was. Polish makes amazing stuff. He somehow works together with the guys from, can't find it now, maybe it's a little bit older. He makes stuff with the guys from Decagon. And this whole catalog was on sale yesterday. The yoga environment, the winter vacation retreat here. I can't quite find the one that I bought. But hey, I'm sure we're going to see it in an upcoming stream, I have no doubt. I'm always looking for good environments that I can play around with. The Prestige Business Office, this is the other one that I bought. That's quite nice. I'm looking forward to playing with that. That is the bundle, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. This is the one I bought. It's very, very cool. Polish, very, very funky stuff. It's large open space office with lots of nooks and crannies. And I think it's like 2 or 3 items. You have like the office, and then you have the kitchen for the office. So very cool. I'm looking forward to putting some characters in and tell a little story with that. And the Chris Cox is here. Do you know, Chris was kind enough to do a stream the other day about how to fit older generation figures onto the Genesis 9 figure. That's a really, really cool stream. And I thought that segment was so important that I have, in fact, clipped it up. I'm gonna, if you can find that, Brian, on Chris's channel, on the Twitch channel, if you head over to videos, eventually you'll find a section called highlights. And I've made like a 40-minute segment of that section so that, you know, that we can all watch it time and time again. So that would be really nice if you could drop that in the chat. And in case you are not subscribed to Chris's channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe already. Okay, that's that. Is there anything else I wanted to have a look at? I'm really interested in when the head and body shape morphs are coming out. So I was kind of hoping it would be in the next would be this week, but they haven't materialized yet. So yeah, because I'd really like you to have a look at those, including the expressions. There's some funky stuff in here. Nutcracker Mega Bundle, 72% off. That's amazing. That's insane. Yeah, so that is one major fringe benefit of a new figure being released, that you can pick up the older generation stuff for a lot less money now. That's really cool. Acma Bundle, look at that, $9. Cool. Very, very cool. That's cool, Brian. Take your time. Take your time. In fact, you know, can I do it? Maybe I can do it. Let's do it together. Twitch.tv/Chris L. Cox. And the whole stream is still there for about 2 months, but like, you know, it kind of disappears. So under videos here, there is this one here, recent highlights and uploads. This one with the super nice background here. Yeah, if you can pick that out and pop that in the chat, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna go and get ready for the deep sea diving now, and hopefully we can go and deal with enzymes and stuff. Do you know, there's so much that we just need time for, right? I have so many items in my library that I just haven't had time to thoroughly put through the ringer, including growing up for Genesis 9. You're welcome, Chris. Yeah, no problem. I thought it had a particular significance. I've also gone ahead and made a video about that both in German as well as in English. And I'm going to post that next week or so because it's kind of a hot topic right now. And I've linked to your video as well because I really like what you did with the rigging there. If somebody wants to go the extra mile and literally shift the bones in the exact positions as they were, that's a really cool idea. And yeah, it's an important thing for people to do. And I have no doubt that eventually something like the Riversoft character converter will use this precise principle. I think that's how the current character converters work. They use this principle because it's kind of built into DAZ Studio. It's just a very clever way to do that. It's a very, very funky idea. Okay, let's go deep sea diving. Right, I think so too, Nico. I think so too. I think so too. Oh, right, I don't even remember where we are. If we're at the deep sea base, if we're with the Sea Emperor, I don't recall. And how's Roberta this morning, Brian?
Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing 200.
Obviously super nice to see, like, you know, feline viewers.
Decreased.
Aetherin, hola, how you doing, buddy? We're about to go deep sea diving, which is funky. That is fantastic, Brian. Thank you so much. Oh, we're here. Right, we're all the way over here. Yes. This here in the front there, that is the old 500 meter DAZ habitat, and we are of course in our little moon pool here. It's like really damp in here, isn't it? The dampness really gets in the way. So I do recall that there was a purple tablet room. I think it was a purple tablet room that we haven't opened yet, and that'll give us access to these exciting ion batteries. And I say let's go grab ourselves a purple tablet. I don't know if we have one, but we can make one under, was it electronics? No, I think it was under deployables. No, it was maybe under personal tools, maybe. No, that wasn't it either. Equipment? Yes, equipment. Blue tablet, I think it's a purple tablet, 2 diamonds and an ion cube, and that'll make a purple tablet. And we can probably pick one up on the sub, because there is this power plant facility that had a closed door behind which we find that recipe. And I think today it's just going to start by us, you know, going there. Is this all charged up here? It is, isn't it? Perfect. Yeah, I think we're going to just go there. Maybe also, if there are diamonds nearby, we can just go and build one. Not in here though. Good. Are there diamonds nearby? No. Dang. Okay, fine. We're not going to scan for them either. We're just going to go and pick him up from the big sub, because that's literally next to where we need to be. So I should drink. So maybe I'll take some more coffee with me. Always good to have coffee in the game and in real life. And the Ascania is here. Top of the afternoon, sir. Good to see you. Go jump into the simulated fish pee. Absolutely. I'm on my way. Let's do that right now. Oh, after drinking, you know, 8 coffees. That should keep us hydrated. Fully charged. It's not quite as repaired as I'd like it to be. So hey, this could be the last day of Subnautica, you know. I don't quite know yet. It could be. It could well be. I might go and just repair my little guy here. If it's 88% repairedness, I think we can do better than that, couldn't we? You never know, that you might need that extra 2% when that evil guy just comes and takes a bite out of you. Hey, did you see this week, also on the 19th actually, on the Genesis 9 release day, the Uncharted was released for PC. Did you see that? Also happened on the 19th. Very cool. So yeah, PC players are now playing Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, as well as Uncharted 4. Very cool. Very cool. I held off buying that because I just upgraded my PS4 version to the PS5 version, and that plays pretty much the same way. But it would be kind of cool to have Uncharted on the Steam Deck. That's very, very cool. So if any of you were interested in that game, it's been released now on both Epic as well as Steam. Very nice. You're not a fan of coffee, Deviant. Are you more like a tea drinker, you'd think? You'd say? You'd say. And Camilla is also not a coffee drinker. Oh, interesting, interesting. I never thought about this. So I think, aside from the UK and the Commonwealth countries, most countries in Europe prefer coffee, I believe, like France and Germany. Those are all big coffee countries. I never really thought about Scandinavia. Are you guys more like, on the whole, not you personally, but on the whole, are those countries more coffee or tea countries? I never really thought about it. I think we go over to the right here. I think that is it. That might be the way. I could also probably find like one of those nice teleportation gates, but I really don't know where they are here, so that's already the wrong direction. I think we need to kind of go over here, if I remember correctly. You might even go back up here. That might be. Yes, I think so. And we see this extremely pretty... Do we? Maybe we don't. We see this extremely pretty pink tree in a second. Also, I thought... Maybe not. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. That's gonna get us that last bit of road back to the sub, and then from there we'll grab that purple tablet, and from there I think I can kind of find my way into this room that makes us those ion batteries that I've been looking forward to so much. Oh, you're not into hot drinks. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. They're more the vodka countries. Right. Ouch. Okay, I thought so. Let me just head over here a little bit. It's the last time we're going to be able to breathe air here. And this is where we're gonna go without breaking our little machine here. That is full. That is full. Yeah, well, good. Let's go straight to the sub. Such a shame we can't take the Seamoth down here. That'd be good to have a patch that lets the Seamoth go all the way down here. Maybe in Subnautica 3, huh? Which apparently is coming. I don't know when, but many people are crying out for a multiplayer component in this game. I don't know if the team are going to implement that, but Subnautica 3, I think, might well be underway. It's usually what companies do when they release a new game. They do some bug fixes, but then largely they start working on the next installment in the universe. And I think Subnautica 3, they had some good ideas for Below Zero, which was supposed to be more like a DLC, and then they expanded it into a complete game. But yeah, I think we might see... You will accept vodka. Good stuff. If there's no tequila, then there's certainly going to be vodka. It's fine. I'll make an exception. Excited to see what Subnautica 3 might bring to the mix. Well, what is this here? Is this anything that should be floating in the air? Let's not question. It's fine. We haven't seen this. Sub's looking good. Let's pick up a purple tablet.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you.
Systems online.
Aha, one purple tablet. Thank you. And we have a ton of ion cubes here. I think we can probably at least keep one of them with us, because you never know if you need to open some kind of gate. Gonna buy myself some more coffees here. 2 per machine, so Hello, everyone. Trees, have you missed me? I hope you haven't. Gotta overeat before we go into purple tablet rooms and all whatnot. Yes, very nice. And as Jeremy would remind me, save the game just in case something happens. The spaceman is here. How you doing? What are Milo sandwiches then? Do clue me in. I have never heard of those. That's interesting. Is that an Australian thing? Or like a down under thing? I've never heard of those. Good day from Perth, Western Australia. That is extremely far away. Wow. Perth. You're my first viewer from Perth, I believe. I've had Tasmania. I've had other parts of New Zealand. I've had the east coast of Australia, of course. But Perth, my goodness. That is... Wow. Welcome. That is very, very cool. It is it? Oh, wow. I'd love to try one. I'd love to try one. You know, if it wasn't so far away, I'd totally visit. Spend like 6 months in your area. And when I say your area, I mean that very, very loosely. I think either Australia or New Zealand, those are places where I would probably not go for a holiday. I would probably just go and move there. Dude, seriously, that's totally uncool, man. This is what we're going to build enzymes with later on. Things are growing here. That's quite nice. Gabe Newell, I think from Valve.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
He spent quite a bit of time in New Zealand during COVID. He thought, well, I'm just going to leave America behind. I'm just going to live in New Zealand for a few years. Very cool idea. Perth, that is quite exotic. How exciting. Oh, Milo is a drink like cocoa. It's a powder. You mix it with hot water and milk. Oh. I'm going to have a look for that in the exotic sections here in our supermarkets. They have things from all over the world. Maybe Milo is one such product. Yeah, definitely. Always like to try these things out. There's them here. There we go. So I'm looking for the subdivision. That's nice. Seamoth, we don't need to see that anymore. Prawn suit is probably nearby anyway. Orange tablet room at the crossroads, we don't need to see that. Starbucks, Chernobyl, we don't need to see that. And there was a cave entrance. And there was just cave. Huh. Which one was it? Was it cave entrance? Let's see where that is. That might be the one that I'm looking for. Cave entrance. Kind of depends on how far that is away. Deep sea base, that's that. I don't even see it. Oh, here, 1,000 meters. Well, that is not the one then. That is totally not the one. Cave entrance. Isn't it, could it be cave? That could be. Is cave nearby? Cave, yes, that's the one. Cave is nearby. So that's where we need to go. Because inside there is this room that has the recipe for ion batteries. And that is what I'm interested in. Let's see if we can go back there. Get ion batteries so that our equipment doesn't constantly run out of juice. Also takes, I think they're about 6 times more powerful than regular power cells and batteries. But it also means they take 6 times longer to charge up, so. Australian Master Chef The Block. Look at that. I didn't even know that existed, Camilla. That is so cool. We've just started watching the 3rd season of My Life is Murder with Lucy Lawless yesterday. That's quite fun. We've watched the first 2 seasons. First season plays in Australia. 2nd season and the 3rd season are in New Zealand. I remember it was a little bit difficult to figure out the entrance here. Ouch, indeed. Okay, this is one of those structures. So this is the power facility here. And that makes, I think we've been in here. This door we've already opened and we've downloaded this. But there was another room in here. Iron cube, special equipment is required to mine it. This one will transfer us somewhere. I think it does transfer us onto Gilligan's Island essentially. But there was another room in here. I don't remember where. Mr. Dragonate is here. How's it going, buddy? This is like this, you know, crazy, creepy power room here. Iron cube we've totally snatched here. And here is somewhere, downloaded that. This here, insert purple tablet. Let's do that. And, careful, snaps right into place. Like this little, you know, animation. That's cool. Oh, BIOS update. How snazzy, Yoshi. How exciting. Peripheral. Do you know what? We've seen it pop up in our feed. It's good, did you say? Totally gonna watch that. If Deviant says it's good, that's good enough for me. We should do, shouldn't we? Do you know, Ascania, I've bought a product that contained a commercial license. It was a Blender product with which you can animate the pages of a book, like, you know, open a book and then basically just make the pages flip and stuff. And I have plans to turn that into a DAZ product so that you can have, you know, multiple types of textures on the book, on the outside and on the pages, and then just basically bringing that as an animation, like a storybook type animation for DAZ Studio. That'd be kind of cool. And this would be something equally exciting, that you just, if you had like a spacey type structure, then you could have a controller morph in the product that would literally, as you slide it, this happens. That's kind of cool. See how easy that is to make. I mean, provided that you have these things as separate parts in your modeler, once they're in DAZ Studio, I think you can just tie them together with key properties in this case. So you'd go and you'd basically make, like, say, like a 30 or 60 frame animation from close to open, just with keyframes, with moving these parts into place. And once you have that, you go and create an empty property in the parameters tab, put that into edit mode, and then you right click and say keyed properties, ERC freeze keyed properties, and then that animation is being married up onto the slider, and then the keyframes go away from the timeline, and then you can just move the slider and then this will happen. That is a great little project. Remind me that we need to do that together, because that's just beautiful. That's just a beautiful idea to do that. Oh, let's get our hands on these ion batteries now. Come on.
Integrating new PDA data.
Primary alien facility location updated.
Location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
Thankfully, we've already been there. It does, doesn't it? Thermal plant. This system is directly converting local thermal energy into electric current at 90% efficiency. Whoa, that is seriously good. Most of this energy is being stored in a battery-like device within a plant itself, each of which holds enough power for a small city for a year. Some of it, however, is being drained off, presumably as it is distributed to other facilities on the planet. All running on battery power. The power plant appears to be fully automated and, given current understanding of the mechanisms involved, uninterruptible. So there's no plug that we could pull as such. Oh, there's more stuff up there. That's also exciting. Ha! Also interesting. Aha!
Integrating new PDA data. Synthesizing ion. Power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to data bank.
I like It has been possible to extract useful information regarding alien ion power. Ion cubes are grown artificially from a mineral substance and are treated to remain in a stable state despite the huge ionic energy contained within. By installing an ion cube in an appropriate device, this energy can be released as electrical power. Using this knowledge, it has been possible to synthesize new battery and power cell blueprints which leverage advanced ionic energy to last considerably longer. We need that in our iPhones. Well, that is good. That is good. And here they are indeed. So this is the regular battery and this is the ion battery. And then this one is the regular power cell. This is the ion power cell. Requires 2 power cells and a bit of silicon rubber. Well, these are easy to make. These, well, they cost a few, they cost a little bit of excess power, but that's okay. Goody! Hey, we got what we came here for. This is exciting. This is exciting. Well, I say because we have kind of a relatively close by fabricator that we can reach through this gate here, namely. Let's do that and build ourselves a couple of these exciting batteries. We have all that stuff on the sub, so I don't know if we have it here on Gilligan's Island. We'll wait and see. Yeah, Nancy got up really, really early. You always get up really early for these exciting streams. I like it. I totally like it. Casey is a viewer on the DAZ channel and she is in Australia. And when we stream these things at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's like for her, it's like 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. But she gets up and she wants to see these things. So this is true commitment. It's really, really cool commitment. What time is it in Perth then, compared to the east coast of Australia? How big is the time difference there? So like in America, I've totally walked the wrong way, isn't it? In America, there are like 6 time zones, I believe. The popular ones are 4 time zones. So there's Eastern, I think Central, Mountain and Pacific. And those are literally 4 hours apart. But then there's another one like closer to Europe on the eastern end that goes further over towards Europe. That is Atlantic Standard Time. That's another hour or half an hour. I don't recall. And then of course there's Alaska and Hawaii. Those are technically also time zones, but I think Hawaii isn't classed as a continental time zone. Alaska, it just gets forgotten. It's 10:50 p.m. Okay, and so that's in Perth. So what does that mean? Also, we're basically Perth. You and I are exactly 12 hours apart because I'm now 10:50 in the morning. I'm 10:50 a.m. and you're 10:50 p.m. Presumably also on Saturday still, right? 3 hours in the front, so it'll be like 10, 11, 12, 1. So you're like 1:30, 1:50 in the morning now, Deviant, is that right? This is crazy, isn't it? We're all on the same planet and it's different times. Isn't that weird? It's so cool. It's different dates as well. Ah! That is so cool. And then the other fascinating thing I thought was that always tripped me up, that I didn't quite understand at first. When I was working in television, we used to talk to all kinds of countries on the phone to coordinate feeds from all over the world. Could be satellite feeds, could be fiber feeds. So one of us would constantly be on the phone to somebody far, far away, and literally a different country every 10 minutes. And what I always thought fascinating was we had a client called Mnet there in South Africa, and they're, I think, a sports subscription service. And since we were distributing sports feeds, we often talk to them to coordinate, hey, are you recording? Because in that case, we can send the feed. They're relatively far away from the UK, but the time was only like 1 hour difference. But that's of course because they're on the same, they're basically just underneath it. They're just going down. So in that respect, they get the same, the same sun rays more or less, just on a different hemisphere. Whereas the whole thing with Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, all that Australasian area is of course they're on the other side of the world and on the other hemisphere, so hence the time difference. And I didn't quite understand that. I thought, well, isn't it, if they're like down under, shouldn't they be that far away in regards to time? Like, no, Jay, that is not how it works. It's very, very interesting, super fascinating. Aha, here we go. Also gives us a little opportunity to,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
pick up a snack or two. I wish we could grow ion food so we don't have to eat all that often. That would be nice. Fabricator. Is it on the it's in the moon pool, isn't it? Moon pool. Fabricator. We could have just walked there through our little, let's do that. We just go do that. There we go. That. Oh, there's also marble melon. What's happening here? I'm sure that shouldn't happen. Get out of the moon pool, fish. Crazy. There's no fabricator here. There it is. Perfect. So, what are the fish doing there? That shouldn't happen. So that's probably in here then. Electronics. Here, there we go. So power cell and this. Need gold and silver. Do we have that here? I have a feeling we don't. Do we have anything here? Gold and silver. And we got gold and we got silver. All right. So we can't make all that many. We can at least make one. That's good. We've got our favorite ion cube here, so let's go make our first ion battery. Ha! Spoon down that Milo, spaceman. Yes. I love it. A lifelong member for a long time. I like it. That is very good. So then in regards to this here, let's go pop ion battery into this, and then we don't have to worry about this decharging anymore, because that's the thing that takes up a lot of power. This here can go in here while it charges up, and this we might as well leave in here as well. That's cool. This is just my emergency power cell. A goodie. Coffee. I like to have coffee machines around, Milo machines, as we can call them from now on. Okay, let's go back to enzyme factory and make some enzymes to make our... Yeah, you guys, you shouldn't be in my moon pool. You know that, right? Clearly. Yeah, let's go make some enzymes and make our sea emperor happy, so that they can hatch their eggs. And then I think we're expecting another kind of radio transmission, so that we can go back to the Aurora and pick up some plans for building a launch rocket that gets us off this rock. Something that we currently haven't got yet. And I don't also quite remember when that happens in the game. I think we just get a transmission that says, hey, we're not going to be able to collect you because we'd need to travel like 20 years and you wouldn't be alive at that point anymore. But what we can do is send over these plans, and if you find the materials to build all that, then all you need to do is press a button, and then this thing kind of guides you home. Or so we hope. Or it'll kill you. That could also be possible. The hour that you're up is the hour that you're supposed to be up. Okay. Oh my, so that's, I think that's the advanced stuff, isn't it, Spaceman? That you have this Milo powder, but you mix it with powdered milk, and then you put water on it. Oh my goodness, that, that doesn't sound good. I always thought powdered milk was suspect. Nate, that's crazy, really. That is crazy. I have this talent that I have my alarm set to 7 in the morning, and I get up at that point only to take my meds, and then I go back to bed usually. Sometimes I'm up and stay up, sometimes I'm up earlier than that, but usually my 7 o'clock alarm never goes off because I wake up literally 2 minutes before that happens, look at my phone and say, 6:58, perfect, switch off alarm, go take meds. It's crazy. I think that if I didn't have a watch, or like I didn't have a clock somewhere nearby, I wonder if that would still happen. Interesting, isn't it? Oh my god, he's eating the powder dry! Ah! That is hardcore stuff, dude. That is hardcore stuff. You're an animal, yes! Ouchiroo! Or eating Nutella straight from the jar, I can understand that. But Milo powder, I mean, maybe I shouldn't be too quick to judge it. Maybe it's going to be my new favorite recipe. I can't tell yet. Don't knock it until you've tried it, right? Right. Must get Milo powder later. Ah, yes, now the tricky part begins. How do we get out of here again? That was the other slightly difficult proposition. Last time I thought I was clever and I'll just go up here in this cave. It turned out that wasn't actually all that easy. I think I've fallen for that before. That it was just seriously difficult to find my way out of here. Oh, hello. How you doing? You're a... Oh, let's scan you quickly. Are you a nice lava lizard? He's got this massive open mouth here. That's... I'm sure he just wants to play. There's a bit of kyanite here we could pick up. But I'll leave it here. That might serve as an orientation point. This is where that cave is, so maybe we need to go that way. Maybe it's this way instead. If only we find a way into this rock here. Good thing I have my second oxygen tank with me. I've got a fully charged up ion battery, which is also nice. More crystalline sulfur, more fish eggs. Ah, could this be? No, that's not it either. Dang. Huh. Well, monkey trumpet, where's the exit? Let's catch some air here. Is this something? No. I'll do this in stages. So the most obvious place would be to get out here. But that didn't go so well, even though I'm thinking if I was a game designer, this is probably where I'd put my exit in. And then I make the player kind of swim around a tunnel-y type system. Is that what I would do? Inside here? Maybe. Like so? No, that's just... It's not really getting us anywhere, is it? It's just getting us killed slowly. That is certainly true. If I can't find it, I can always just escape through the other thing. Yeah, I have a feeling this is just a ruse. It's just a ruse, and there's another entrance into the rock somewhere else. It's not in the lower part. Could be at the upper part here somewhere. And once I find it, I should really put a beacon there, just in case we need to go back. I don't think we do. Don't think we have to go back. I do definitely have beacons here. Crazy! Yeah, it's kind of, we have this thing here called, in America, we have this thing called Ovaltine. That is also not quite chocolate. That's more like a malt type powder. So I wonder if Milo is the equivalent, the Australian equivalent to Ovaltine. I think in the UK we had this thing called Horlicks. That was also a little suspect, but nevertheless had a big fan base. Okay, upper level. Let's have a look at the upper level. See if there's an upper entrance in here somewhere. Anywhere here. We did find it one time, because I remember us getting out of here, for sure. This looks like a door that could open, but it's just drawn on. Dang. Not what we need. Oh, what are you? Have we met you? We haven't met you. Magmarang. Cool.
New creature discovered.
Oh, new creature discovered. That's nice. So I think it has to be through here. It has to be. It has to be. It's just so cleverly hidden. So Julia discovered... Ah, there we go. Julia discovered there was an issue with Fortnite the other day. Something like a controller issue that they still haven't fixed. And it just concerns the menu. That means you can... Haha, there we go. Wasn't all that difficult now, was it? So let's get out of here. We don't ever want to go back in there. Yes, a bizarre issue, and it's been like that for 3 or 4 days. That people with a controller just can't use the menu. You can still play the game, but bizarrely you can't... you can't... Oh, there we go. You can't pick outfits and stuff. It's bizarre stuff. That can happen in this day and age. And of course, because it's one unified code base that just gets exported, or of which you build all the different versions, it's basically the problem happens on every version. Crazy stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, you've tried it, of course, Spaceman. You've tried Ovaltine Raw. Ouch! I've never tried it myself. That and Horlicks, I've never tried either of them. How exciting, you've tried it!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Wish we could dim the lights in here. Like, you know, just make them a little bit dimmer. You've tried both. That's good to know. So if I do take the plunge and I can't find Milo, if I were to invest in Ovaltine and I taste it and it's bitter, then I'm thinking, okay, great. Milo is a little bit sweeter. I like it. Oh boy, okay. Was it Nancy? I didn't see that. I only know it because Julia plays every once in a while. She's like level close to 100 already. The season's only just started. Crazy. We did Tim Tams in Milo. Ouch. What are Tim Tams? That doesn't sound like something you should do. This reminds me of my colleague Jeff when we were working in television. Jeff knew all the tips and tricks, and Jeff's a bit of a heavy set fella, and he spends a lot of time sitting down in little satellite transmission trucks all over the country and all over Europe basically. And he introduced me to something that I didn't even know existed called the straw, the Twix straw. Have you heard of that? Crazy stuff. So he has a cup of tea, fresh cup of tea, and then he gets a Twix bar from the machine, and one bar he takes a bite off the top and the bottom so that you basically have the biscuit exposed on either end, and then he dips it into the tea and he sucks the tea through the Twix, and that is the Twix straw. And it's a little bit messy, especially if you then get a phone call, in a panic from a client. That's one of those things. Tim Tams are an Australian icon chocolate biscuit. I'm telling you, it's the must-have. I think I may have to I might have to hunt for an Australian shop here. Jay's distracted by Tim Tams. I've never had them. How interesting. I mean, imagine you come to this stage in my life, like over 50, or like 50, like at 50 full stop, and you think, but there are candies on this planet that I haven't heard of? That's just... Interesting. It does sound awful. Yes, absolutely. I thought so too. I didn't try it, but he demonstrated it, and it was just like, we're all like, Jeff, no. Does sound indulgent to a certain extent, I gotta say. Hey, are we all up for playing with enzymes now? I think crystalline sulfur, should we drop that in here? These things we don't need, I remember that. Crystalline sulfur, I'm gonna put that in here, I don't think I need that. And then there's also the magma rang. We can put them in the drawer here. Or we can just go and keep him and put him in the drawer. There we go. He's going to be happy in the drawer. Let's go and pick up one of each of these. I think I have to go and hack them off. Eye stalk. Yeah, I need to go and have one of those. And then we have one of these. Ghost wheat. Yep. I think we have one of these. Plonk. And then I think we have one of those. Perfect. And that's only 4. Pretty sure there's a 5th one. Maybe the 5th one is the one in the locker here. Rod's hair locker. Yeah, because I think this was his. No, this was here, wasn't it? Enzymes. There we go. With fungal sample. That's the one we're missing, and I think we have that here. Fungal sample. All right, good stuff. I might just go and save the game before I do anything rash. Oh, the Tim Tam Slam. Oh, how exciting. So you guys have that as well, the Tim Tam Slam. My goodness. And it works with tea as well, does it? Because I can see the Twix straw thing with coffee. That might work as well, like the caramel coffee type thing. It's basically what Starbucks sell in a cup for $6, right? When you have your double caramel hot chocolate half chip cookie dough whatever Java latte mocha with this hint of sprinkled and stuff. It's basically what they do, isn't it? White rabbits? No, I don't think I did. The poor tea, right? That's a good idea. Ascania, that is a great idea. It consists of 2 malted biscuits separated by a light, hard chocolate cream filling and coated in a thin layer of textured chocolate. Textured. I like it. Let's make enzymes, come on. That's just as good as creating your own Tim Tams. Wouldn't that be a cool game? Like a crafting game where you have to bring all these things together. Hatching enzymes. What do they look like? There, very unsuspecting. An organic substance derived from plants found in the Emperor's natural breeding grounds, designed to trigger a hatching response. Dun dun. I'm up for a health pack, actually. That can be probably found on the sub. There's also this magma rang here. We can always go and capture him and then grill him. Haven't had meat products in a while. That'll bring me up to speed again as well. Magma rang. Typical human response.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thank you, robot. Glad you've missed me. Oh, new life form. Quick. Grill it. That's just what we do, isn't it? Is it gonna kill us? No. Great, let's kill it. Okay. That doesn't restore health, but tastes quite nice. First aid kit, yes. Very, very good. We should bring another first aid kit just in case something untoward happens to us. Everything okay with the sub here? Yes, we're good, we're good. Good stuff. Could always do with a bit more hydration. There. And then the rest will top up with 8 coffees. Talking of Starbucks, this thing only makes regular coffee. It doesn't make, you know, those latte type things that I was talking about. With more sugar than a Twix bar. Is the coffee being delivered here? No! Hang on a minute, what happened to my coffee? Do I need to be on board the sub for the coffee to be delivered? Maybe. Because I remember there was a time where you just kick the coffee off, and then even if you leave the sub, the coffee still arrives in your inventory. I thought that was always a good service, but maybe that got taken away because it's just not right, is it? Do you know, Camilla, if you have a tendency for that, you gotta be careful. You're doing the right thing by just avoiding it. I had a colleague who had major issues. So if somebody had a peanut butter sandwich in the small gallery we were working in, or just had a bag of peanuts with them, or something like a Snickers bar, she would complain and say, literally, can you put that away? And we're like, what? Well, she says, I'm allergic against peanuts. And the person who had like the Snickers bar, they said, well, you don't have to eat it. It's okay if I have it in my bag though. And she goes, well, technically no, because I could have a reaction and you don't want to be responsible. And we're like, really? That crazy? And she goes, yeah, I haven't chosen to be like that, but it is seriously dangerous. So yeah, if you do have a tendency, just make sure you stay away from peanuts. Ah, I see. So like heightened, if like, yeah, I see. You have the munches now. The birds love peanut butter. Well, I would imagine that they love peanuts, so they would probably also love peanut butter. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just crazy when you see animals liking those types of things that they wouldn't really find in nature. That's very funny. Touch wood, Camilla. Let's hope it'll stay that way. I think I'm always a big fan of saying if you do things in moderation, it's all good, isn't it? It's all good. Doesn't mean you go out and eat a pound of peanuts every day. Exactly. You might not want to challenge that. And that's good to hear, that you're not in the immediately endangered zone there. Okay, back down into the depths of the belly of the beast type thing. We're going to give the hatching enzymes to the Sea Emperor now. That's going to be exciting. Not like that, yeah, exactly. The noises are creepier than what's actually happening down here. Come on, let's save the universe as we know it. Well, one planet at a time. I think this is the way. I think. This whole lone survivor thing makes me think of Stranded Deep. That was also a fairly cool game. Relatively cool. Could have been a little cooler, but wasn't bad. Ah, there we go. We survived. Here's the prawn suit. I almost forgot where he was. Prawn suit's mesmerized by the ion cube fabricator here. I'll leave you to it. You pray, we go see the Sea Emperor. I think he's through here. I think. I don't really know what we need to do once we're in there. I think we just go and put it next to his eggs, maybe? Their eggs? Yep, there he is. Hey there, buddy. I've got some hatching enzymes for you. Let me know where you want them. And we're gonna go get that set up right away. That's our ticket out of here. This here, possibly. Ah, incubator. Insert hatching enzymes. Oh, that's how we do that. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Let's do it. Show us some respect. No, absolutely. I mean, this looks like a very... I am respectful. This looks like a very interesting... Oh, there we go. Look at him hatch. Hey there, buddy. Little mini Sea Emperor. That is so cute. They recognize I'm not their mother. So cute. And there should be like 6 or so. Are there any others? Oh, there we go. They're hatching at different stages, of course. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Don't you eat them, Stalker. No, nobody eats anybody down here. Everyone's peaceful. Woo! That is nice. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. Aww. That is so cute. Can we scan one of you guys? Like mini baby Sea Emperor here?
My
Juvenile.
young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end.
Aww.
What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
That is so sad. That is so sad. But it's also a beautiful way of looking at it, isn't it? Oh, Sea Emperor. That is so sad, isn't it? Oh. Everyone else literally swam for the portal gate here. And they left these things behind. Concentrated enzyme 42. Should we have done that? But babies, yes, absolutely. Ah, look at that.
30 seconds.
Oops, as Jay heals himself, then dies immediately afterwards because He was all attracted by, you know, things. Poor Sea Emperor. So if we go and self-scan now.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal.
Aha!
No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
Woohoo! Hey, that is good. So we don't need to touch that again. Interesting. Can we scan it? No, we can't scan it. Let's hike it out of here then. And follow the little juvenile sea emperors and see where they are now. Oh, you working on a Stargate, spaceman? Stargate for DAZ Studio? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, tell us more about the Stargate project. How are you making it? So cute. So cute. So with this now, I think we can just go and swim into here. Moon pool at the bottom. And us being all, you know, healthy and stuff, technically we should be able to go to that room. I think was it at the top? It was, wasn't it? At the top here. And then try to switch off this machine, which then should disable the protection mechanism around the planet, because we are not infected, so therefore we should be able to switch this off. I just don't exactly recall where in this facility that was. Yes. Let's see, I think it was upstairs. This was large up here. I do remember that. See if we can find it. Was it upstairs? I think so. Was it? Was it? SJ gets lost again. Once again in the alien facility. I'm pretty sure it was here somewhere. This way, perhaps? No? Pretty sure it was in here somewhere. Okay, so this is the entrance. Great, so we come in here. Or was that somewhere else? I can't quite remember. Full-size prop. Okay, I like. Flux capacitor doesn't belong in the in the Stargate, or does it? Maybe. Put the two together, see what happens. Exactly. Let's activate, or rather deactivate, the alien protection shield. I think it was in here, wasn't it? I think it was in here. One would let us... I'm sure we're going to find it. I'm sure we're going to find it. This is the elevator downstairs. Maybe it is over here. No. Damn, was it downstairs? Could be. I thought downstairs was only the... It might actually be downstairs. I thought that was only the teleportation gate downstairs, but I think that might be the... That might be in a different room, so... If it's not upstairs, it's got to be downstairs. The big ass gun, yes, absolutely. Right here, in this back room, one is the teleportation gate, and the other room must be like, you know, special equipment area type thing. Yes, that is how that works with the museum of, you know, doomsday devices. This is where the gate is, and then we go up here, and we just go up here, I think. I like that as you step on this, the lights come on the floor here. See that? And then when you step off it, the lights go off again. It's very cool. It's like the facility senses that you're there, you know. Okay, let's see how this goes. Maybe this is actually what triggers the next transmission then. Okay, here we go. build-up. Oop, lights out. Oh wow, this thing's completely disabled everything, including the light. Is that screeching noise good or not? Hope we haven't enabled self-destruct mode. Good thing we brought our own torch, huh? In case we need it, we do have it. Not that we do need it. Doomsday device. Yeah, we should not play with that. Now you've done it. Let's see if we can get out of here. I've disabled it. I've switched off the planet. What was I thinking? And everything looks super creepy, doesn't it? It's just phenomenal. The effect lights make here. I might just go and swim upstairs. Swimming, what am I thinking about? No, let's walk upstairs because I like the creepy environment. Brian, I was just thinking, when you've turned Victoria, are the lift still working? That's good. That hasn't been disabled, that's good. Brian, when you've converted Victoria 9 to iClone and Character Creator, did you convert the textures as well? And if so, did you do that with R3DS Wrap? Because that is kind of cool. I gotta play more with the way it does textures, because I think I saw her texture on the render that you've sent over. That is literally the only area that I wish they would improve in R3DS Wrap. Let it work with UDIMs, or for there to be a slightly groovier way to work with UDIMs. But then at the same time, I also would love to see a way, like an integrated script maybe inside DAZ Studio that turns all the texture tiles of a Genesis character onto, bring it onto one tile. That would be awesome. That is how they work internally, and they have the reverse script. So we do have a UV set on Genesis 9 that has all 4 skin tiles, major skin tiles on one large texture, and we can enable that. But I don't think there's we have the script that does large single texture tile to UDIMs, that's integrated, but we don't have the reverse, so that is a bit of a shame. I guess it's because they have source files that only really require the way back, but never the way forward. But I just love to, see that. Danny, how's it going? Converted the textures with R3DS Wrap. Seams from the head didn't quite work. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can do this together, Brian. I'm interested in that as well. And just like, not so much for the character creator purpose, but just to understand the principle and maybe find a way to, to do that better. Like Chris was looking into the data sets in Blender, which is kind of cool, to maybe convert textures from Genesis 8 and prior characters onto Genesis 9. I don't exactly know how to do that, but R3DS Wrap sounds like this awesome way to
Welcome aboard, Captain.
to convert textures, and it would just be much easier if we just had 2 large single texture tiles. So ideally, I love to create just a UV set for Genesis 8 that brings them all onto one texture, and you can have like an 8K or a 16K texture, something like that, and then it's just much easier to deal with if you do conversions between different geometries and different characters and stuff. Gotta eat, gotta drink, gotta be merry. Yeah, right. The Sea Emperor's happy, but what does this mean for Jay now? Where do we go next? I have a feeling, since we're done underwater. I wonder if we're either gonna just go back to the if we're going back to our cloud base, see how the cuttlefish is doing. Also, I'd like to have my other sea moth back. We have two, don't we? We've got the one that's called sea moth and one that's called the death loop. I think I'd like to recapture that. Where is that? The second one we built. The death loop. Where is that? That's kind of where the cloud base is. And the death loop is... Death loop is there. Oh, that's far away. That is... Where might the death loop be then? I can't build a third sea moth. Come on. That's ridiculous. Or can I? Maybe I can. What do you think, Ascania? Let's do that. Ah. Oh, I think... Oh, if you say into a different direction, do you mean sideways instead of down? On the tile? I'm asking because just before Genesis 9 was released, there was a quick change that has happened on the Genesis figure, and that is that they've changed the direction of the arms. And I wonder if the previous way of working was there because it was more of an industry standard, or... Interesting. Yeah, it's rad how it does it. It's like the whole wrapping mechanism is rad to begin with, but the way it then also uses textures in the conversion process is seriously amazing. Seriously cool. I think Seb was asking yesterday, hey, $370 for that tool, is it worth it? Because it's not really that big a price if you have, like, you know, if you have a story with 20 characters and you need to all convert them, or you want to all convert them, and you want it the highest quality. And I have to admit that before I bought R3DS Wrap, I wasn't quite sure what to think of it. But now that I have it, I'm thinking, man, what an exciting tool. I don't want to live without it anymore. It's literally like a Swiss Army knife that makes so many things possible. So I'm glad I have it. Yeah, 30-day trial. And there's also... There might be another Christmas sale on this year. So we got this at 50% off, I think, last year, the year before. Has it been 2 years already? Possible. I don't keep track of time. It's a very sweet program. Medieval wicker rattling style beehive. Ratting style beehive. You need one. Okay. See what we can do. Thank you, Camilla. Yes, add it to the Discord. Preferably with a reference image or two. See what we can do. This is a very cool way of thinking, by the way. If you can't find what you're looking for, well, maybe somebody in the community can make it. That's a really, really cool idea. Very sweet idea. Any radio transmissions coming in here? No. Well, I'm a little bit puzzled as to what triggers the next stage, which is us being able to build the large rocket. Yes, what is the difference? I think that is what we all wanted to know, Deviant. Like the R3DS Wrap versus Wrap 4D type thing. I've seen that they have a different version, and the sales page kind of suggests it's more for animations, and if you have like animated 3D scans that you want to bring, like convert and whatnot. But it's always been a big puzzle for me, so I have no idea what that brings to the party or how you got a hold of it. Oh, I see, that's what you mean, Camilla. Okay, cool. Yes, I think I know what you mean. Like the oval type ones. Yes, Kanye, I don't have the plans. That's my puzzle. I don't have the plans. I I just don't have them. I know that we get them by hacking in a code into the captain's quarters in the Aurora, but I don't have the code because that was supposed to be a transmission, but I don't think it's happened for me. Let's see. Data transmission. Maybe it has happened. I haven't seen it. Terminal data, advanced theories, time capsules, data downloads, theories, blueprints, alien data. I don't think it was alien data. Survivors, codes and clues. There we go. Ah, high security captain's quarters. Maybe we did get it. Before they lost communications, Altera HQ uploaded a set, check it out, of blueprints to the Aurora's main computer. There's a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters located behind the prawn bay, from which the blueprints should be accessible. The code is 2679. So I did get the transmission. Dun dun. Back to the Aurora, everyone! Thank you. That is good. Thank you, Brian. Oh, nightmares, Danny. Uncool. Uncool. Cool. I might just have missed this transmission. We need to go back to the Aurora. I'm kind of thinking then, where and how far away is my other sea moth here? Because I'd like to bring that back when we go back and forth between the Aurora and stuff. Wait, this is the cloud base here. Let's find that sea moth. Let's retrieve the sea moth. Where is the death loop? Didn't we just have that? Because that's a good way to travel. I mean, not that we have to do it, but it'll be very, 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 whoops. It'll be very helpful here. You. Make it red so that you stand out a little bit from the crowd here. Last I looked, it was like 2,000 meters away. Now I can't find it anymore. Let's go to some darker waters here, see if we can see if it pops up. That's the cloud base. Dude, where is it? I can't find it. Do I have to build another one? What? Seamoth. The death loop. This one here. That is kind of where my sub is, isn't it? That's where that is, the Seamoth. Where's the death loop though? That's where that is? Is that weird? There it is. No, that's the regular Seamoth. This is the cave thing. That's insane. It's gotta be there still because... But I don't see it. Insane, I'm telling you. Oh, there. 1,800 meters away. Well, that is far away. Let's see if we can reach it. It could just be that it's parked at the entrance of Chernobyl. That could be. So I'll see if I can get there. Somehow. Well, that's the wrong way, isn't it? It's lost. It's lost, man. It's lost forever. It's a disposable device. The death loop is gone. Gone for good. Maybe we have to build another one. The only way I know how to reach the, like this one here, is literally to go back to Chernobyl and swim after it, or teleport back. That way, that's an idea. But I think the death loop is completely, that's just gone. This is just inside here, so I don't think that's reachable. Last I know, I parked that was really deep down, basically as deep as it can go. What do we need for a new Seamoth then? Let's just build another one, I don't mind. I'm sure we can make that happen. Where's my platform here? Oh, platform! Here it is. I can just about see it. It's tiny. It's over there. Let's build another one. One sea moth, please. This isn't actually that bad. So titanium ingot. That's 10 pieces of titanium. 2 glass, bit of lubricant, and lead. So we have that. We could just basically just build a third sea moth. Let's do that. Cinnamon burns. Ouch. Not cinnamon buns, yes. I did that with chicken once. That I thought, hey, this is great. I'm just going to leave it in the oven. And the oven was off, but it was still warm enough from what we were cooking before. Put it in there, totally forgot about it. 8 hours later, yes, that's some crispy chicken, dude. Ever so slightly dry. Rehydration impossible. We tried. Titanium ingot. So I have this. This is 4. Do we have 6 more in the special titanium locker? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's that. Then we have a bit of lead. Check. And there's also lubricant was mentioned. The rest I've already forgotten. That was table coral. That was not in here. Maybe in the exotics locker we have lubricant. Check it out. We even have a sea moth depth module. What's not to like? We have to make a third sea moth, because otherwise what would we do with the sea moth with the depth module? Okay, 1 titanium ingot, please. That is that. Did we also need a power cell, which I think we also had? 2 glass. All right. 2 glass equals 4 quartz. Hey, we have 1 glass. Gotta have 2 more quartz. Perfect. Just make a new sea moth. Sweet. 1 glass. Brilliant! Problem sorted. And I think then we're probably going to have to... I mean, I remember this platform took forever, so I think we're going to go and continue that tomorrow. But it means we're going to have to go and do a lot of hunting around for materials, because this thing needs ingots like there's no tomorrow. So I have a feeling our prawn suit will come back. Careful. Careful. It's brand new. Don't just chuck it in the water, dude. Sea moth. Buddy, how's it going? Put that depth module in there right away.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, it's got that new sea moth smell. My goodness, that is great. Now I can go and hunt around for the other sea moths. Very cool. Is any storage modules? So now, of course, we need a name for the third sea moth. Any suggestions? Ding. Perfect. There we go. 300 meters. I'm going to go easy on the storage modules for now, because we have the death loop, we have the sea moth. We need another one. Mothra. No, we didn't use Mothra. Maybe Mothra is going to be the forgetful. Maybe Mothra is going to be the name.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Mothra. And also we need to find a good color for this. I'm not the world's best color designer. And let's just say I just can't work out what they want from me in regards to this godforsaken color picker here. Mothra. How do you spell that? Is it like moth and then a hyphen ra? Prune suit. Deep moth. Is that with a hyphen, you think? How do you make a hyphen on the controller here? This way maybe? Yes, there's that moth. Raw. Oh, we can do special characters here, like the little bee that the Germans like so much. SZ we call it. Moth eaten, that's a good suggestion. I don't think we need that. No, don't do that, moth. We're not quite finished yet. Go back in the moth. Raw. Like this, right? No hyphen. Okay, no hyphen. Okay, forget the hyphen. Moth. No, dude. Man. Moth. No! Dang! J confuses left and right quite frequently. Mothra. Can you see what that looks like? Mothra. Hey, like it needs to be there. I mean, we could try the, you know, capitalization and stuff. So I think one of the sea moths is grey, another one is pink. Any suggestions for colors? Oh, it's all one word. Okay. All one word in capitals. Let's do that. Mothra. Like this. Mothra. Is that better? Oh, I'm glad that reminded you of chicken breast, Nancy. That's awesome. Yes, indeed. Yes. So I think, yeah, exactly. You've got basically this whole week to get it in, and I think by Friday, by next weekend, it'll be closed. So on Saturday we can, you know, go through submissions and stuff. See if we have a winner. So yeah, you have another 1 week. You have, let's say, you have until Friday midnight Eastern Standard Time to put your submissions in. Let's do that. And then next weekend, we're going to have a look through what's been submitted and hopefully announce a winner. Milo Mothra. Even better. I don't think that fits. So, good colors then. Let's discuss colors for the Mothra. I'm thinking like a nice red, perhaps. Oop, not that. It's base color. And then you do this. That's kind of the shade. For some bizarre reason, no, don't do that. For some bizarre reason, you then go, how do you make the color here? I think you do that. No, man! Ah, this is so bad. It's unbelievably bad. So this is the shade of color here. And for some, do you then do that? Right, and this is how you then add the saturation. Yeah, so blue means we're never going to find it. Yellow is always, that's always practical. Something like, you know, red, like a kind of a space red is cool. Purple is also nice, but purple kind of blends into the background a little. And then we have things like deep dark red. So dark is never good because we just wouldn't never find it again. I'm thinking something either like this or like a warmer type red, like a red orangey type thing. What do you think? Post it on Discord, Nico. Maybe the colors will inspire me. Excellent, excellent, Danny. Yes, sometimes that happens with products, that there's not just one thing you install, but like 3 or 4. And the breakout items don't really make it easy now to find things in smart content. Like we had one, back in the day, we had one item and there was like, one product that consisted of 7 items, but you still only see one icon in smart content. Now we basically see 7, and that I don't really like that. It's not well done, I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, maybe it is Ascania. I might leave it red. If you're good with red, I'm good with red. The Mothra is red. Woohoo! Well, is there anything else we need before we go to the Aurora? Maybe some water and a fire extinguisher. You can also sit in the observatory and contemplate for a bit. Yeah, I think that is what Jeremy suggested last time. We need 1 or 2 fire extinguishers and a little bit of water, maybe some food. Usually there's some funky music that kicks in, but not today. Okay, fine. No music. I'm good with that. Good. Oh, there it is. Music's kicking in now as we leave. Gotcha. MTA, you should switch that over. And then we have all this here. Perfect. Got some lantern fruit here as well. That is always nice. I might go and drink that and pick 1 bottle up, take that with me. Now the music's kicking in, the observatory music. I like it. Yeah, play a bit more. I like it. I like it. Can we, not that we need it, but there's batteries here. I'm thinking that fire extinguishers 100% full. Perfection. I was thinking, should we maybe... The repair tool, got the laser cutter. I think we need that other gun as well. The propulsion gun, just in case we need to pick packages up and out of the way. Repulsion cannon. And I might leave this oxygen tank here so that we have more stuff we can carry. All right. Mothra. Here it is. I'm keen to make one of those lithium-ion power cells as well. Now that looks snazzy. Should we have those special modules there, like the special repulsion modules? Remember, we don't have to have that. Let's go save it and get on our way in case something does go wrong. Oh, we can style the interior as well. If we wanted to do that, we can make it red in here as well. Mothra should be red on the inside. Let's try that. Yeehaw! Mr. Max! Thank you for your ongoing support, buddy. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. How's the laptop holding up? If you're still using that, maybe you've already upgraded to other equipment. Good to see you. Yes, Danny, see if you can add some fluff. You've got 1 week to submit the picture to the render challenge, and then don't forget, one of you will win a video game from my ever-growing list of video games that you get to pick from, which is great. Was it 2 people? I think 2 people win a video game. I think that's how it works. 2 people win a video game, the first and second prize. And I think the first prize, I think our anonymous sponsor is still with us, and they, I believe, have agreed to give the winner, the top winner, $10 in addition to the video game, which is awesome. Woohoo! Mr. Neville, how's it going, buddy? Neville, we have a special guest. Spaceman is in the chat. Spaceman is in Perth, Western Australia. Neville is in South Australia. Deviant is in East Australia. It is so cool to have you all. This is really, really cool. Total global community. Global community. Well, actually, you can see that is something you can. One of you can still have. That's still up for grabs. That is unrelated to the challenge. If anybody wants a copy of the first Cook Surf Delicious, do let me know. It's their 10th anniversary, and I've ended up with an additional copy that I won. So I have a Steam code for that. If you want it, do let me know, and I'll let you have it, because I already have the game. I don't need it again. So it is up for grabs. Contact me on the socials. DM me either through Discord or through Facebook or through Twitter, and I will go and send you the code. Literally first come, first serve. So far I've not been able to give it away. Where is the sensible entrance here? Because this don't look sensible. Oh, here. I think that's the platform. We just wander up. I think. Right, Mothra, you stay here. And I'll be back. Is this it? Certainly isn't it, Jay. This looks all very, very damaged here. This is not the entrance. This is where we walk up over all this. Maybe it's slightly further back here. I like this red. This is really... It's good to see. I don't think I've ever played Subnautica and built myself 3 sea moths. I don't think I've ever had that. You're in the south as well, Deviant. All right, okay. Forget what I said. Deviant is not in the east of Australia. He's also in the south. Oh, that's how you've ended up with so many of the plushies. Is she still around, Lady Little Fox? Is she still doing 3D? Haven't heard that name in a while. Is this it? This wasn't it either, was it? There's a very clear... this could be it. There's a very clear way of just getting up, and I don't know where that is. Okay, fine. I'm going to do some manual assertion here. Am I even at the right side of the ship? I think I am. Maybe we've had our chance. This doesn't look like it. It's gotta be way back there. There's one end where the big monster guy is kind of waiting for you. What's his name here? Leviathan guy. It could be that it's further over, like inland here. Well, it's quite obvious here. This is it. This is it here. And now I see it. As it takes Jay like hours to even get to the captain's quarters. Also equip knife to eradicate critters. There are 2 ways in here actually. I might just go the regular way. Because that is how I know how to get in there. I think the other way is kind of into here. Somewhere. I always forget where that is from this direction. Oh, no critters, hey, that's good. And then we just casually wander over here. Try not to slip off or get electrocuted, get burned, that sort of thing. Let's just, see if that can maybe not happen. Oh, none of the critters have respawned, which is nice. This will just, leave burning. It's been burning for months. It's still burning. Cargo Bay 3. This is where we need to go, right? Behind the Prawn Bay. I think those were our instructions. Just double checking. There is a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters located behind the Prawn Bay, from which the blueprints should be accessible. Okay. Ah! Ow! Totally fell down the stairs. Actually, there were no stairs. Dang! Let's carefully wander down here. Sea moth. Drive room. And then the quarters. Was this where that is? Prawn Bay. Yes, there. Locker room. Check it out. Prawn Bay. Gotcha. Prawn Bay. Getting there, getting there. We're going kind of around here. Let that burn. Also nice. Also, did you all pick up a copy of Fallout 3 on Epic this week? You have until Thursday to do that. Fallout 3 totally free on Epic right now. Cabin 1, Cabin 3, Captain's Quarters. Alright. What did you say that code was again? 2679. No worries. 2679. Aha! Ooh, we get a little spaceship of the Aurora. That is so cool, little mini Aurora. Oh, we need to pick that up. Do you know, Content Gatherer? I've been meaning to try that out. Maybe later on I will. And if I do, I'll make a video about how to use it. I'm going to go and put it through the ringer. Thanks for the tip, Nico. I've been meaning to do that for a while. And then at least you can decide if it is something that you wanna indulge in. So I'm interested to see if it'll do arbitrary items as well. So what I sometimes do is that I have a random OBJ that's like on my desktop, and I add that to my scene, and while it's on the desktop everything works, you know, fine. And then I have like 3 different libraries on different drives, and I bring content into a scene, and it kind of, you know, this is how it works. And I wonder if the Content Gatherer can literally bring all these things together, so I can have a 4th library essentially that it will make available on other systems. That is what I really want to know. And if it can do that, then it's a really, really handy tool. I know there's a free script on some of the other sites where somebody has made a community effort to try that out, and it works-ish, but it doesn't work reliably with all objects. So I'm really interested to see if Content Gatherer can do that. That's good to have. Then we have this here. Captain's log. Ah, Captain's log. You're exploring a quite alien backwater when your ship arrived here and implodes. It must be the arachnid kidney poachers. That's his log. Would you like to continue? No. Gotcha. Excellent. That is the super secret data terminal people keep talking about.
Integrating new PDA data.
Neptune escape rocket. All right. That is now a blueprint, isn't it? On the mobile vehicle bay. There we go. Neptune launch platform. So 2 ingots, computer chip, and 4 lead. Well, I mean, that is... it'll take us quite a while to get 2 ingots together, so we need to have 20 pieces of titanium for that. So get mining, I say. So those types of operations, I wonder if it's a good idea to bring out both the prawn suit and the submarine back into kind of our area, so we can just literally hunt for it and scour. Because we're going to need so many other materials as well. So I'm thinking that's probably a good idea. We can make use of some of the teleportation bits and pieces as well. Aurora. Let's take that with us. Health pack. Yeah, we're gonna leave it for an emergency. More health packs. Let's hike it out of here. So yeah, I think that's probably a good idea to get the sub back out and make it essentially the resource gathering super bay thing. Ah, this way. Gotcha. That's gonna take some... some skilled navigating that. Hiya! How do we get up here? Just steal the scrap from the stalkers. I could do that. I could do that. Because that's like 4 a pop. Let's do that. Let's do that, Ascania. Because that's not actually that difficult to do. We may... I mean, I could go there. I could just remanufacture more storage modules for the poor little Seamoth. I could do that. That looked a little creepy as I was diving there. What was this big round thing? We don't want to know. Alright, Seamoth. Here it is. Mothra! Yes, let's do that. Let's pick up a ton of those. So 2 ingots, that is 20 pieces. 4 each. We're talking 5 then. 5 large pieces of titanium. That's not impossible. That is not impossible. Also, we have a poster now, which I'm super proud of. Cloud base is that far away, really. I might just switch some of the... Oh, hello! No, 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 no! 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 Don't, no! That's terrible! He's looking at me funny. Why is he here? Why is he lurking? That's terrible. We don't want the poor Mothra to literally die immediately. I don't think he likes shallow water, so I'm hoping I can scrape off here. Danny, apparently they are. 5 guys have them quite often to chip their fries. Hello, just what we're looking for. 1. Yeah, I mean this would also be seriously awesome if we just had if we had our big mining mechanism here. The prawn suit. Hey, even this, you know, is technically titanium if we just go and... hello. Do that. Dude. Didn't even have to go to the stalkers. Let's go pick it all up here. Even better, we come back ready to do things with that rocket. If only the evil guy doesn't kill us first. Something else we can pick up here? Yeah, look at that. Good stuff. Power transmitter fragment, we have that. Oh, that's turned into titanium. And there's always things in here, of course. Haven't done that in a while. Resource gathering. Also, Jay, remember, you don't have your second oxygen tank. Nor do we have storage, so... And if we did want to mine some stuff... Can we pick up one more? No! Dang! What can we do? Eat something? Literally drop 2 items and... like the fire extinguishers. There's some stuff here. If we need it, it's by the Aurora. Yeah, no mining operation. Literally just by the Aurora, isn't it? In front. Perfect. I like it. I'm going to switch some of these beacons off here because we don't need them anymore, like this one and that one. We only need the Mothra, and I'm going to make it red because, you know, that's quite nice. We don't need our sub right now. And the deep sea base and cave is also not exactly what we need, but cloud base is good, and that's gonna be good. So maybe we can already make that rocket platform now possible. Maine potatoes? Really? Maine did potatoes? Really? I had no idea. Maine lobster? Maybe there was something that they had to carve out for each state, that each state was known for. While Maine can't have the lobsters and the potatoes. What does Idaho have? Nothing. Give Idaho the potatoes. Give Florida the sun. Give Texas the, I don't know, oil, maybe? Well, give them the Lone Star. And New Jersey clearly is the Garden State, I think. What other slogans do I know of? Georgia has peaches, we know that. Florida has a mouse, among other things, yes. As well as sun. Sun and mice. Sun and mice. 87%. Let's go charge our little friend up here. Not that we have to, but because we can, we will.
Welcome
Aha.
aboard, Captain.
Woohoo! Well, that looks nice. I'm wondering if we should put the Aurora poster up here somewhere. Like, this could be the museum. Or if we wanted to put that somewhere else. That would look awesome here. Yeah, looks homey. Super homey. So, let's put some of the stuff we don't need away, like this thing here. And then turn all of that into good old titanium, make some ingots. Maine has Stephen King. Oh, that scared everyone away, including the potatoes, possibly. Is he from Maine? I didn't know that. That's good to know. Make one ingot. Make another ingot. Haha. That's 2 ingots for that scary platform here. 2 ingots, 4 lead and a computer chip. 4 lead and a computer chip. How do we make a computer chip again? Regular computer chip. 2 table core sample, 1 gold, 2 copper wire. Gotcha. 2 table core sample, 1 gold. Can put that in here and that in here. Every little helps. The silver goes in here. I love being organized. And then we need some copper wire. Look at that, we have that already. Perfect. All right. 1 computer chip coming right up. Oh, right, like the one with the lighthouse. Yeah, I can see that being set in Maine. Christine, I don't know, did that have a setting other than the fog? He probably was he was influenced by the fog, wasn't he? Okay. Is this even a good place for the rocket? I mean, if it works. Oh, 4 lead, gotcha. 4 lead. Here's the back entrance. We don't often use the back entrance. Much nicer to go in here. I'm having second thoughts about the Aurora poster. I find that it would be nicer if it's here somewhere. Lead. There we go. We have so much lead. Now we've got some use for it. That is good. Okay, Neptune escape rocket, here we go. Well, let's just say launch platform. Gotta start small. Neptune escape rocket. I like that that's not a vehicle. That's just like a whole different kettle of fish. Watch this. This is spectacular. Watch these 4 little robots. That is just amazing how they can make such a large piece of equipment. Takes them a while. But it works. It's massive! And then they dock on the bottom here. Isn't that cute? That is just so cute. And I think this is the last time we need that vehicle platform, unless we wanted to make another Seamoth or whatnot. The scale is just insane. And they've just printed that out of 4 blocks of, out of 4 blocks of lead and 2 titanium ingots. This comes out. It's insane. Well, we got a launch platform. That's a good start. I guess what we don't have is a rocket. But we have a new fabricator with more powerful little flying printable fabricator guys. Let's make a Neptune gantry next. You know, we can do that as well. If we needed 1 additional titanium ingot, mix that with 2 lithium pieces, that makes a plasteel ingot, copper wire lubricant, we have it all. It takes 1800 AAA batteries, yes. Yes, interesting that this all kind of magically works, but it doesn't really need any any power cell or whatever. I would have loved it when the platform comes down and you're on this hovering little platform that you just get kicked off back in the water. We can make that happen. Plasteel ingot, copper wire lubricant. Gotcha. BRB. Because we have it all down here. Sadly, I've already forgotten the ingredients. I think it's a plasteel ingot, copper wire lubricant, right? That was it. Plasteel ingot, copper wire lubricant. Come on, Jay, you can remember this. That's copper wire sorted. Check. Plasteel ingot is essentially 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think 2 pieces of lithium. We have that as well. And lubricant we don't have anymore, but we have the next best thing, which is this, which makes lubricant. Creepvine seed cluster. Let's turn that into lubricant. And that should, maybe... There's copper wire. Let's get started there. Then over here we have lubricant, check. What are Sony 400 carousels? I don't think I'm familiar with that. Nancy, I'm with you. This is why I don't really care much for Stephen King at all. I know he's done other stuff, but it's not really my stuff. It's not always cut his fingers off and make him suffer and die, and the creepy shit comes from the fire. You go, yeah, okay, fine. It's I get it. It's spooky, but it's not my thing. So 400 DVDs. Oh, that's cool. Is that an automatic thing that pulls them out and plays them for you, or is it just like a shelf essentially? That sounds cool. No, I've never heard of them. That is it, isn't it? Medkit can go into here. Also, I think the fire extinguishers can go into here. Also, we have that the beautiful model of the Aurora. Perhaps we're going to go and put it here. Because, we don't want it to go... Yeah, like this. Just put that on here. Like, on the table. Ding. Wouldn't it be interesting if this is the same model that they use for the large thing that we've just been on? Maybe just decimated version of it? Good point, Brian. Good point. Okay. This should build us the gantry, right? I'm thinking. I mean, does it? Yes. Neptune gantry. Constructing. All right. Go ahead, guys. This is the future. Attach a 3D printer to a drone. Multiply that, and then just get the little guys go to work. Insane. No more workspace accidents. It's just let the robots go do the construction. The scale. Oh, it's like a jukebox. Wow. I've never heard of it. I'll look it up, Yoshi. I'm excited about stuff like that. If Techmoan hasn't covered it, maybe he should. Oh, there we go. All right. Woohoo! Just in time to see that eclipse for just a few seconds. That is beautiful, isn't it? It changes the light literally everywhere. Ta-da! Eclipse gone. Video jukebox, Neville. Does that work with laser discs? Yeah, go repair it for him. That's a great idea. Uh-oh. Don't jump down there. Well, so we got the platform, we got the gantry. This looks a little bit pants, doesn't it? This here, and then that, like how the way they're hiding the islands. That's just... But I think that's more like a Unity thing. What's next? Well, I guess the rocket. Glad we don't have to climb this. It's just like, elevator thing. You know you want to! I think I have tried that as well. That is a large-ass rocket, isn't it? And you jump in here as well? This is where it's all gonna get mighty hot when those boosters start boosting. Got those mini ladders here. Ah, that is so cool. What do we need next? Neptune boosters. Okay, another plasteel ingot, 3 nickel ore, 2 aerogel, and a wiring kit. Do you know what? If we take the Mothra back to the Aurora and pick up all the loose pieces of titanium, we can make that happen as well. Why don't we? It's Sunday. Hiya! Let's make that happen as well. I think we need a bit more titanium for that, but that's cool. We'll go straight back to the Aurora, using the 3rd Seamoth. We can pick that up. I don't think we need the Sea Glide anymore. I can probably... Can I just put it... Let me just go and put it down. No, actually, I like the Sea Glide. No. Drop the Sea Glide. It's cool. You don't need the Sea Glide. You can go and put it down, Jay. Put it down. Remove stuff you don't need. Put that in here. Sea Glide. Perfect. Also, beacons. I think maybe we don't need those. Health pack. Always good to carry one. And the rest, well, the rest is just, you know, it's just what we need. Also need to drink a little bit and eat. Chinese potato for the win. Water machine, thank you. Appreciate you. And we'll keep and eat and drink it all there. Perfect. All right. That's us happy. Such a cute little ship. I'll go save this again, just because we've put a lot of work in here. Back to the Mothra. Mothra docked, indeed. I'd like to see if I can style the interior here. No! What did you do, stupid color picker? That's terrible. I want to make the interior red as well. Yes, that way. Oh man, come on. Yeah, there we go. Now it's red on the inside as well. I do like that.
All systems online.
Whoops. Fantastic. Yeah, that's what the platform looks like from underneath. It's got the rocket symbol on there already, even though we haven't made the rocket yet. Okay. Here we go. More titanium incoming. Also, if we find other stuff, let's go pick it up while we're at it. That is the fun of Subnautica. It never gets old. Hey, at least you got some DAZ stuff now, huh? Not bad either. Not bad either. Hey, it's good of him to do that. You said, Danny, you said you did get Victoria 9 after all? Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3 pieces. That is almost enough. That is almost all we need. Sweet. Oh, a regular gold mine this. This is actually really nice, playing a bit of Subnautica, because I haven't really had time to play games during the week. So it's kind of nice to do that together with you all. We do have enough room to carry. Yeah, it's perfect. Let's bring up the other ones, because I have a feeling once we build whatever this is, there's other stuff that needs to be built. So there's more titanium we're going to need. You can never have enough titanium, that's for sure. Is this the right way? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good stuff. Over here. Ah, okay. Growing up well. That's gonna be here to stay. It'll be on 50% sale before you know it. I just want DAZ to release the head and body morphs and the expressions, because they are just such a crucial part of playing with the new figure. It's almost like just having the base figure without these attachments or without these additional morphs is almost just like a tease. It's like a beta version, like the free trial, so to say. Because with all those morphs, that's where the real power comes in. I mean, the Genesis 9 figure as is nice, and Victoria is really nice, but really to start building your custom characters, you really need those morphs, and I'm hoping they're coming out very soon. And I don't think it's a strategic decision to delay them. I think there's more like maybe there's a technical issue, or they're literally queued up for release and they have so much stuff they want to get out the door. So I don't think they're holding them back to annoy you. I think there's more a technical reason for them doing that. Like, as I said, I mean, Genesis 9 still underwent a tweak just days before its release, because PAs spotted something that could have been done better and they implemented it right away. So I think it's more for all of us to have a smoother ride going forward. There we go. Cyclops bridge fragment. Man, there's so much stuff here. It's like a gold mine. Can't believe I didn't pick this up before. Ah, there we go. Perfect. If I drink my water here, I can pick one more titanium thing up. There's still more to discover here. So if we ever needed to go back, there's tons more titanium here. Goody. I like it. But this isn't even scannable anymore. I'm totally full now. Good stuff. Right. That's probably how it works, Danny. Yes. That is probably how it works. I don't actually know how far in advance DAZ products are scheduled to be released, but there's probably a relatively giant queue in front of it. It's a bit like me and my YouTube releases. I schedule things ahead of time so I don't have to worry about it, and I just, bolt things onto the front of the queue. And so that's why supporters often get access to something that isn't released for months just because it's in a queue. And sometimes I change the queue as well, than things like that I find are more relevant or important to release, like next week they come out then, and stuff that's not that time critical then comes out like months from now. And it's not to annoy you, it's just to have a kind of a timed release schedule. I try to release videos on my channel here like once or twice a month. It's usually like Tuesdays, and sometimes Tuesdays and Thursdays. But that's just an internal schedule that I just have for myself, that I know, well, if something's scheduled on that Tuesday, I'm gonna go and schedule the next thing the Tuesday afterwards. And I only do that because Tuesdays are good for... Tuesday is a very active day. I think Mondays people will they're kind of busy with getting into the work week, and then Tuesdays they have enough time to catch up on their favorite bits and pieces. And Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then Thursdays and Fridays they kind of dip off a little bit, so I see better results in releasing things on a Tuesday than I would see if I release them on a Friday, for example. Don't know why that is. Spaceman. That was a good idea, actually. Like, call it titanium. I totally didn't do that. I'll do it next time. Should we ever need to go back? That's a good tip, actually. Make 1 titanium ingot. I forgot what we needed now. It was... Can you remember? It had something to do with... It had something to do with a lithium something, wasn't it? Like a plasteel ingot and a wiring kit. Not a wiring kit. Like one of the things that's made out of 2 of these. I think. That is as much as I remember. Yeah, 1 plasteel ingot, and then there was a wiring kit involved. He was! Crazy, isn't it? Dean Stockwell was a child actor. It's crazy, when you start as a child actor, there comes a point when you turn 50 or 60 and you think, do you know, I've been doing this for like over 50 years. That's crazy, isn't it? That is very cool. Oh yeah, I don't have my sea glide anymore, so I'm gonna go and have to just crawl up here. That's nice. Looks very nice visually, though. I'm good with that. Yeehaw! I forgot the other ingredients here. Nickel and aerogel. So 3 nickel and 2 aerogel. Coming right up. No worries. Hiya! Very, very good. Yes, do that, absolutely, Yoshi. It's really cool. I'm gonna try and release mine next week about that workflow in both German and in English. So I've made it already. Supporters have access already, but I haven't made it public because I need a snazzy thumbnail for that. Any ideas for a thumbnail? I'm thinking kind of just one of the better known Genesis 8 characters, and then just with an arrow pointing at the grey Genesis 9 figure. That should kind of do the trick. What did I say? Nickel. Nickel, 1, 2, and 3. And then aerogel, I think that is made of... We've got 1. And then there's also other gel sacks involved, but I don't recall what. There we go. Gantry. That's that. How do we make aerogel again? That's an advanced material. I do remember that. Made with a gel sack and something else. Gel. There it is. Aerogel. Ruby. Okay, gotcha. So 1 of these. And a ruby. Empty! Ain't got no rubies, y'all. Well, that's a shame. Game over then. Rubies, they are they not down here? Let me grab my Sea Glide and another oxygen pack. I'm pretty sure rubies, aren't they down here? They're not actually that uncommon. This is the place for rubies now. No. This is where you get lost, Jay. This is where you get lost and then you die. That is that place, isn't it? Because you don't remember how to get up. There we go. That's it. I think it's in the mushroom cave. There may be some rubies there. Or also kind of by Chernobyl. There's some things that maybe they're kind of in front of us here. Rubies. I'd be ashamed to stop now. Just because of rubies. There was another kind of smallish base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm sure that has rubies. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't at Starbucks, even though I mean that could be. Maybe there's rubies at Starbucks. There's Atlantis, Gel Sacks, Investigate. There's Deepness, Orange Tablet Room, Life Pod 7. Huh. Let me see if there's any at Starbucks. It's been a while since we've been to Starbucks, so... Where is Starbucks? This is Starbucks, there we go. I thought so, Ascania, yes. I think they're a little bit deeper down, so either in the... They may not be in the mushroom cave, I may have made that up. But they're definitely like where Chernobyl is. There's some rubies there, Lost River, that sort of area. I'm sure we can pick up some. And there was one base that it's like a super small base that I built. I've forgotten what it's called. Starbucks was more like in a slightly different territory, but it could be that I've stored some mushrooms there, some rubies there. Let's see if that's the case. And if not, then we'll go back to Chernobyl and have a look at that area. Be a shame not to at least build the bottom part of the rocket. Starbucks! There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look like a ruby area. Thank you for the legs. Much appreciated.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, that's still working fine here. Good. I'm glad. Starbucks because, you know, we can always grab a coffee here. And also because I think there's Rod's hair here. That is nice. I think Rod's hair isn't actually in here. But lead and some water. And we also have a selection of cold brew coffee here. But there's no rubies. What a shame. That is a shame. I make a point of, you know, putting cold brew coffees in here every time I drop by because cold brew is very popular in this area. Jeremy! How's it going? I'll just sit here, wait for my coffee to arrive, and you know, think about what. Well, where do we find rubies? The thermal vents. That's a good idea. Speaking of coffee, I think I have actually run out of coffee. Speaking of cold brew, I think I have a cold brew in my fridge. Let me just go grab one. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. always good to have an emergency cold brew in the fridge just in case your hot coffee runs out. Glenn, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Jeremy's back in Singapore. That is cool. Yeah, I hope you're getting used to the humidity again. Let's have some coffee. Perfect. And yeah, okay, fine. The heat vents. So if it wasn't here, definitely at Turdnobble around that. Gilligan's Base. Do you know there's also some around Gilligan's Base? That is another possibility. Let's go there. Cloud Base, we'll leave that. And was it the Deep Sea Base? No, that was my other thing here. We switch off the Starbucks. And then there's also something called Real Entrance. I think that is also... That's going to be our next spot to look at. Cloud Base. Here it is. Gilligan's Base. So that's that one of the big islands. And while we're on our way there, this looks interesting. He looks aggressive. Oh, mustn't forget, we can only go 300 meters deep with this vehicle. See, it dips below 70 in Florida, and I start sneezing. That's how used I am to the cold. Not at all. There could even be some rubies in this base here, Gilligan's Island base. I'm gonna go park my little guy over here. I'm thinking he could also do with a repair. I might do that before we park him in there, since there's no auto repair mechanism. Yes, there we go. I think if you park it on the submarine, there is a way that the submarine kind of charges and repairs this thing. No rubies, but hey, a little bit of more, you know, lithium and stuff. In case we ever need it, that's where that is. Was there another storage thing here? I don't think there is. No. So rubies, they are kind of down here somewhere. Sometimes. Or not. I thought, were they in this cave here? And maybe making it up. I know where they are in below zero. Yeah, I think they're further down. Turdnobble is the place to go. That's not a ruby. Hello, Warper dude. What we could do here while we're at Gilligan's Island, I'm happy to go and teleport back to our super deep sea base. That'll work. I'll just do a little bit of... We just go there because I know that's where tons of rubies are, essentially. So that'll be the easiest way to come by rubies. Just pick them up from where you know they are. That also looks interesting here. I'm intrigued. What's in here? Certain death if you don't look after your oxygen levels, that's for sure. I think I did, Jeremy. I think, yes, I did. And it's filled up as well. It's always good to check that, isn't it? Yeah, so the moon pool is kind of down here. And then also, so is the other teleportation gate. Somewhere down here. There it is. So if I go through that, I'm with the Sea Emperor again. Oh, lithium. As if we didn't have enough. That is cool, Yoshi. And you still have pecan trees growing there around you in the hood. That is so sad. Look at him. Poor Sea Emperor. Poor Sea Emperor. Well, there's no rubies in here, I'm afraid. That would be nice. Oh, that's where that is! I would have never thought that's where the death loop is. Ah, interesting. What happens if we put the death loop in here? Do you think that's possible? They wouldn't let us do that, would they? That is insane. We've got these nice little storage modules here. That is kind of cool. 2 storage modules. Since it's unlikely that we're going to take this guy away, I wonder if we should just take one of the storage modules with us. Just out of total curiosity, what happens if I go into here? I can't do that, can I? No, I can't. No, that's good. Good to know. There. Yes. A gang of squirrels. That is so mean, isn't it? Well, but face it, the squirrels probably need... Oh. The squirrels probably need the pecans more than you do. But this whole gang warfare, I'm shocked, you know. I'm shocked. Not that we need any additional bits and pieces of this. Should we take this guy with us, or should we just grab... Yeah, I think it's probably going to be faster if I just pick up rubies from the sub and do it that way. The rise of the rodent. Yes, exactly. The rise of the rodent. John, how you doing, buddy? How's the commission going? For me to get in touch, I was also really busy. If you're free, I'm more than happy to have a chat with you either later today or tomorrow in the afternoon, evening for you. We can catch up and we can plot plans, talk outfits, and all that. Do we see rubies here? This is kind of where rubies would possibly also be. Let's keep our eyes peeled. We do see crystalline sulfur here. That isn't all that common, so if I do pick it up, I'll just go and grab it here. Deep sea base should just be at the crater's edge. I don't have my marker activated, so I'm just kind of hoping it'll reveal itself here. Jay, who are you kidding? You're lost without markers. Don't even try. Don't even try. Ignore me. That's a good base. Maybe what's it called? Deep sea. That's deepness. Deep sea base. There we go. That's it. Which is here. There we go. I would have never found that. Quite clearly. Never. Ouch. Ouch, Danny. That's disgusting. That is so bad. Rubies! See? Perfection. I knew we'd find them here. Just in case we need more aerogels. That's actually all we need here. I think I can just literally go back. More crystalline sulfur. Excellent. Oh no, that's gold. Even better. Might have a snack and then literally just go straight back here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Also 61% on my ion power battery here. I might just go and charge it up a little while I'm eating stuff myself here. Bit of lantern fruit here. And bulbo tree. There. It takes a while. Anything else interesting that's here? Rubies, for example. That is nice. Crystalline sulfur I'll leave in here. Gold, we don't even need gold ourselves, I don't think. Storage module, yes, all good. Is this full? Yes. Just checking. Just checking. Yeah, let that charge up a little bit. Sit down here, catch up on chat, have a coffee. Well organized, right? Yes, absolutely. Along with frog legs. Danny, that's even more terrible. Seb is here. How's it going, buddy? The Philippine cosplayers are way more serious about their furry costumes. I like it. Seb is one of the first proud owners of an RTX 4090 cards. Roy's got a couple as well. Man, are they power hungry. Did you notice any... And what kind of power supply have you got when you tested it, Seb? Just out of curiosity, because Roy was saying yesterday he has a 1000 watt power supply, and that is apparently not enough for a stable experience with the 3090s. It is. They are power hungry little beasts, they are. Got rubies? Yes. We can't even make... aerogel down here. Don't even have to take the rubies with us. We can just go make aerogel here. I think 2 is what we need. And just in case we need more, let's bring them back here. 4 rubies. I could also, just in case I need more, I could take some from the sub. I suppose. If I need that many pieces of aerogel, I don't think I do.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe 8. 8 will be enough. 8 will be enough. Thanks, robot. I'll see you. I'll see you later. The mobile base. All right. Back the way we came. I do like these teleportation gates, you know. 1200 watts. Yeah, there we go. Right. 1500, even better. Yeah, 1200, that's what I have. And it works okay with 2 cards. But yeah, like you, I'm thinking if I were to ever have the 3090 and the 4090 together, I would probably have a second power supply. It's like you need a dedicated power supply just for the 4090, just for that to be happy. And then you have to have a second one for your computer to be happy. That is, yeah. That is insane. I have tried that once, running 2 separate power supplies, albeit by the same manufacturer, with the same computer. And it works fine. It's literally, it was as good as the second power supply comes on automatically when the first one goes on. So that is possible to do that. And I suppose miners have been using tricks like that for a while, just so that they can mine with so many guards. And I'm kind of glad to hear that that is at an end. That's probably doing the power consumption on this planet the world of good. That is crazy, but that is down to the value of the exchange rate now, isn't it? Yeah, that's an exchange rate thing, I think, Spaceman. I remember Kiwi Hawk. He's also from New Zealand. He's got the same issue with exchange rates right now. Yeah, here in the US it's not actually that bad. So I think the 3090 you can pick up for brand new for about $900 right now, just over 900 US. And the 4090s, I don't actually know what they go for. I think retail is like 1600, something like that. Yeah, that's really bad exchange rate. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. What's the power usage on that AMD processor? Because I know that, I mean, on Intel it very much depends on what type of CPU you have. Mine are rated at 120 watts, between 100 and 120 watts under load, and I have 2 of them. And it doesn't mean they use that all the time, but it means that you can, if you do have a 90% energy spike and your GPU is also under load, that is when Windows kind of crashes and gets this kernel panic that when you don't have enough, when the power supply can't deliver enough, it just goes and Windows restarts, so it gives you blue screen of error and all that. Yeah, so mine are 120 watts under load, and I have 2 of them, so that means that could be, you know, that's an issue. My 2080 uses 250 under load, and the 3090 uses about 350 under load. So all of those things combined I can run on my 1200 watt supply, but if I were to replace my 2080 with the 4090, I would need the second power supply, or I'd need to get rid of the 3090. I think I could at a push probably run 2 3090s, but I'm creeping up into this territory that isn't good. That's just not good. for one power supply. Boost, yeah, absolutely, Danny, all the time. I use Boost all the time. It's a really nice way to get a kind of a more, what, how should I say, more bang out of your hardware and out of your productivity time. PAs like using it for promo renders, that they can render in the cloud while they keep working with DAZ Studio without blocking DAZ Studio. So that's a really good way of working there. If you don't want to render your promos overnight, or if you don't have the time to do that, if you say, well, I could do the high-res renders overnight, but there's no night and I need to keep working, then you can let Boost take care of that if you don't have access to your own render nodes. Yeah, so that's quite nice. Especially if you're on a laptop, if you're on a Mac, like if I'm on Linux or whatever, and I can't have the GPU's render. That is really, really interesting about what I've managed to get done with DAZ Studio under Linux. And Jeremy, you'll be interested in that. I've just checked. The way I've installed my NVIDIA drivers under Linux means I had used a pre-compiled version. And that is why that driver doesn't work, because it's only driver version 3 or something. And if I had compiled it from source, or if I had used the NVIDIA installer, then I would have access to driver 510, 520, whatever they've released for Linux. So that's fantastic. And I'm just going to use those on my next Linux experiment, and then I should have DAZ Studio with NVIDIA GPU access under Linux. That is going to be really exciting. Do we have everything we need here? Rubies can go into all kinds of, the relevant lockers. Yeah, so that was exactly my problem that I had, that I didn't have the correct version of the Linux driver. I have the Linux drivers, but sorry, the NVIDIA drivers under Linux, but they're version 340 or something, or 380. And of course we need something like 5 and up, 4 at a push. I think latest version with DAZ Studio probably requires the 5 series driver. So haha. Interesting, right? And that is totally the trick. So my GTX 970 is powering the container, and the 2080 that's in the same workstation, that can then be used under with DAZ Studio. Super excited to fiddle more with that, probably next week. Aha! Neptune boost us! Experimental boost us. Funny, isn't it? So let's build those. Oh yeah, booster rockets. They're huge! My god, that's not the end. Yeah, render queue will help if you save scenes and then you want to let your laptop get on with it, and or your computer get on with it while you do other things. It'll still use resources, of course, so it'll still block DAZ Studio as such. But you can have, like, you have your 5 scenes or so, and you have several cameras in those scenes, and then you can say to the render queue, well, you get on with rendering all of that. You can render all the cameras inside the scene. So if you have like 3 different cameras per scene, you can tell the render queue, like Man Friday's render queue, you can tell it to render all the cameras in that scene. Give it a directory, and you can even override the size. You can even override the render settings in the latest version, which is very, very cool. So if you have render settings saved in your scene that are kind of, for lower res renders, and now you want to make higher res renders, then you can just say, oh, I'm going to bed now, you get on with it for 8 hours, and that's kind of cool. Oh my god, it steams! Let's see what that looks like now. Elevator, check. Up the gantry. I feel like I'm in Cape Canaveral. Hey Nick, how's it going? Yes, Fallout 3 totally free on Epic. Pick it up if you don't already have it. Okay, those are the booster rockets. I don't know if they're coming with us or if they're just pushing us up and they're staying here. Interesting. That looks very, very cool. Can I jump? I think I can, can't I? Over here, yes, let me do that. Hiya! Ah! Yes, I can do that. So what's next on the agenda then? Oops. Next we need to build the Neptune fuel reserve. And we need to have 4 crystalline sulfur, 2 ion power cells, a plasteel ingot, and 4 kyanite. Well, that'll require a bit of a round trip back and forth, but we can totally make it happen. This is exactly, Nick, this is the rocket ship. So it started as just this platform here, which is giant. And you build the platform from the mobile vehicle bay. And then once you have the platform, you have your own fabricator here. And that then first built the gantry. So it's just a platform with nothing basically. And then this thing requires resources to build the gantry. That is this. And then the next part were the booster rockets, which is this, which is kind of, you know, steaming right now. Super exciting. And now I suppose we need to make the fuel reserves. Fuel reserves. And that requires 2 ion power cells. Wow. Ion power cells, those were difficult to make, weren't they? Ion power cells require... Oh, I see. So the ion power cell requires 2 ion batteries and some silicone rubber. Oh, I see. And that requires ion cube, gold and silver. Okay. I think we have access to that. We have vast amounts of access to that. And we need 2 of those. Interesting. Okay, and then kyanite. We have that as well. And crystalline sulfur I've been collecting, so we have that too. And plasteel ingot, that is also easy to make. Well, that looks like that is what's on the agenda for tomorrow. If you're up for that, I'm totally going to look into that. I think I'm going to sign off and wish you a wonderful rest of Saturday. I'm going to look into the content gatherer just now and let you know if and how it works. And hopefully, if you're up for it, I will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a wonderful day. I think Chris is streaming pretty much just now. If you want to go over there, I might drop by his Twitch channel. I will go and see you there and hopefully see you tomorrow at 10. Bye for now.